Hi guys, we are Tottenham TV here, previewing the first leg of the Carabao Cup against Chelsea. Here with Louis and Lewis from 100% Chelsea. Now guys, we spoke to you 2 months ago. A lot can change in two months, didn't it? You were unbeaten in the Premier League. Sarri ball was the talk of the town. You're keeping pace with City and Liverpool. You get battered by Spurs, and now what's going on?
I was waiting for this straight away. So let's make a little dig. No, listen, you guys were better in that game. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. And to be honest, I think I don't think me and Lewis, we weren't saying it was a talk of the town. I think we knew that it was going to stop at some point, and it was a very flimsy and lucky run, despite the good performances. But you know, we're now back on track. We're still winning games, but the biggest issue is our lack of a striker. I mean, we could put Lewis up front, and you know, he could bang a few, I reckon, couldn't you, mate?
Would you try? Do you think that defeat though against Spurs has affected you? As in, you were unbeaten before that game. You've lost what, 4 out of the last 6 games or something, 7 games?
I think that a loss to anyone would have done it, to be honest. I keep saying the season's like Guardiola's first or Jose's first when he was back ours. We got the team, we got the system, it's kind of working, but we lack the striker to help us. No, ish. We're still missing a little bit. 4 or 5 players. I'd say about right winger and striker, we should be good.
Right winger, but Pulisic might come in. Striker, full back, left back, I'd say.
Yeah. I can still say we need to give Emerson a chance.
How much pressure is Sarri under for you guys?
If you're a Chelsea manager, you're under pressure from day dot. Before you even sign that bit of paper, literally just as you sit down to get the Parker pen out, the pens are available, by the way, but you literally, as soon as that happens, you're literally under pressure. I mean, it's the Chelsea's philosophy is success by any means, and a lot of people are being very dreamy about saying, oh, it could be changing, you know, we brought in Sarri, it's a very different style, Chelsea are very different now. Until, for example, if he has a poor season, if he stays, that's when you can say Chelsea have changed. If not, he'll be out the door and then some other geezer will be through it as well.
Could you see him going the same way as Scolari?
Well, getting sacked midway through the season? Nah.
No.
Because the one thing that Abramovich has wanted is attractive football at Chelsea, and Sarri's trying to bring it. I think with that, and also the fact that since we won the Champions League, I think Abramovich has been a bit more safer with managers. He's giving them more time. I think Sarri will get at least 2 seasons to see if he can get his image working.
Even if you don't get top 4 this season?
I think we will get top 4, though. I think we'll get top 4, but I don't think we're getting anywhere near the title.
I don't know. I seriously don't know, mate. We're too inconsistent. We're losing to Leicester, but we're beating City then losing to Leicester. You know, we're putting in a decent performance against Palace and then, you know, losing or drawing another game against Southampton or whatever. But it's kind of a case of, you know, there's just not the quality there to really, for me, say, oh, we're guaranteed top 4. Arsenal could go on a run again. You know, where they leak at the back, they're scoring.
Forget about Arsenal.
No, but they're scoring.
United you got to worry about.
United kind of, all eyes on the wheel. Yeah, no, forget that. Let's listen. It's just a case of, you know, if the team are scoring goals, then yeah, they can progress. You know, United could get top 4, but we don't know. They haven't really come up against a proper stiff test yet. But, you know, Arsenal, they're scoring goals. They're just a bit leaky. But if they're outscoring their defence and outscoring what they're conceding, you know, that's good. You know, they'll move on up the table. For us, we're not scoring the goals. So it's a case of we're winning by 1 goal margins by a lucky opportunity, which we get. But the biggest issue is at the minute, we're just too busy trying to recycle the ball. And understand Sarri ball is about recycling the ball and all that type of stuff. But sometimes the aim of the game is to get the ball in the fucking net, not have 70% possession. You know, I don't care what people say about that. It's kind of a case of a few years ago, Chelsea fans were taking the piss out of Arsenal because they're too busy bang on about possession. The aim of the game is get the ball in the back of the net, irrespective of how much of the ball you have. And if you're a Chelsea fan, you should know that. It's as simple as that.
So Sarri out.
No, I'm not saying that. I just get tired of hearing the same old shit about attractive football and all that from when we were taking the piss out of it. Look, I understand what it is, and obviously I'm not sitting there saying, sorry out, but I'm saying he needs a plan B. The biggest thing we have is we have to do the same shit over and over and over, and we don't change it up, and you saw that against you guys. You know, we kept trying to do the same thing, and you kept pressurising us, and we lost the game quite convincingly because of our lack of another option.
All right, well, listen, Carabao Cup, first leg, semi-final. How big of a game is this for Chelsea? Do you think it will define your season kind of going through in this cup game? Are you under a lot of pressure, or do you think it's a bigger game for Spurs?
I think it's a big game for you guys in terms that you need a trophy. I don't think it's a big game for us in terms of the fact it's a London derby and Chelsea fans fucking hate you lot. But I think for us in terms of the team, we're focusing more on just trying to get into top 4. I think the league's our main focus.
Mm-hmm. So you don't think it's that big of a deal going out in the cup at this stage?
Look, no, I think if you go out of the cup at this stage, it really depends on how you go out. If we go out with a fighting performance, then, so be it. If we win, we carry on, brilliant. I think for us, it's a big, like Lewis is saying, it's a big game because it's against you guys. And I think that's where it boils down to. Obviously, we've lost to you the last 2 times we played you, and we want to win. It's as simple as that, to be honest, and we really need to. I think it's kind of a case of just for the mentality of the team, it'd be better if we did win the game than, obviously, that's the most Michael Owen comment I've ever made. It'd be better for us to lose. No, it'd be obviously we.
You want Sarri out, then maybe.
No, I don't. No, I don't want Sarri out. Well, he's a good manager. Okay, there's no doubt about it. He's proven it at Napoli. He just needs to be a bit more open to other concepts. I think that's the big thing for me. I think it's kind of a case of he needs to, mould himself a little bit rather than stick to what he's doing, because, there are times where we could be doing a lot better and we could have a plan B. And, when it's the 70th minute and he's still 0-0 with Southampton, to be honest, that needs to change. You need to sit there and go, okay, we need to be a bit more offensive, not change up an extra time to go, right, lads, we can go long ball now. You need to be doing it earlier so you can actually have an impact on the game.
At the moment, do you just feel like it's a case of you stop Hazard, you stop Chelsea?
I think it's Hazard or Jorginho, one or the other. You guys in November, you stopped Jorginho and you stopped the team. Other teams have started copying you and doing that, and I think that's why the form's dropped ever since we lost to you guys. But that's what our main problem is. That's why I don't think we're going near a title, and I haven't thought that since the start. You stop 1 or 2 players, you stop the rest of the team, and that's why we're not ready yet, and that's why we're a season away from any real title challenge.
I've had 2 seasons, to be honest.
2 seasons?
One more season to rebuild.
Roman wait 2 seasons.
Probably not. But it is a case of, I think, this team is, as much as many people may say it's not because it won the league a couple of years ago, it does need a lot of surgery. There are a lot of players in this system which, if you look through age for a start, you look at Pedro, you look at Willian. I mean, Hazard's he's 28, as we're filming this, he's 28 tomorrow. So obviously, if you said 2 seasons, he'll be 30 in 2 years' time. So, it's kind of a case of he's in his peak now as a player, and we're relying on him. If he goes elsewhere, fair play to him. He deserves it. He's been a great servant for Chelsea. It would be steps backwards, but it's kind of a case of to have that surgery, you need to be prepared to do stuff like that. And it's kind of a case of we need to really look at this team and really, pick it apart, because there are certain positions where you need to get better players. I think central midfield, obviously we've got Kovacic, Barkley, Loftus-Cheek could step into the fold there, but you still need someone who could potentially be another player to come out and help there. On the wing receiver side, Pulisic. Is it a case we're going to see Hudson-Odoi playing? Fullbacks as well. Obviously Aspilicueta is nearly 30. Marcos Alonso just isn't good enough, quite frankly. I don't think Emerson is either.
You don't think Marcos Alonso is good enough?
He's a good player, but he's not quite there. I think for how we play, he's just not quick enough.
I think he means, 2 or 3 years in jail?
My G,
Talking about jail, okay. And what about Hugo Lloris as well? Doesn't he need to go? Yeah.
Where's his license?
He got stripped. He didn't hit anyone.
Exactly.
No, I'm not saying, Mark. You can't. No, you can't.
Did Alonso and Lloris? Didn't Alonso and Lloris?
You're innocent.
Lloris was pulled over. Lloris was pulled over. No. Lloris was pulled over for driving.
Neither. No.
Lloris was pulled over driving too slowly. Too slowly.
That's what I love about these guys. They're so easy to pick on.
Oh, you done, blood? If I was there,
You're getting done, mate.
We're getting done. We're getting done. No, you're just saying the same shit you say all the time.
Like
you really think that's getting us done? It's all about Marcos Alonso. Listen, look, neither. Why is it every time we do something with these two, it fucking turns into politics?
All I'm saying is
justice was
served.
Justice was served.
In Spain, yeah?
In what sense?
Well, they took 500k off him.
It's a drop in the water.
What?
It's a drop in the water for him.
Well,
anyway.
they took it.
Anyway, we're moving on from Marcos Alonso.
I'm not talking about that. I'm moving swiftly on from that because my moral compass, in no offence, Lewis is pointing firmly in the other direction.
Well, we're going to talk about politics. Since we last played you, the club had to release another, not 1, not 2, but 3 statements condemning anti-Semitism again. In fact, in the last statement, right, they said, what was it? In the statement, they said, if we condemn any Chelsea fans chanting any vulgar abuse, and if any of them don't have the brain power to comprehend these words, they don't deserve to be at Chelsea. Do you think the club are getting fed up with the fans?
Fuck yeah. I think to be honest, I think the biggest issue there's been a lot of backlash in between Chelsea fans as well. But But I think the biggest thing for us is, you know, to tackle it, we do need to realise quite simply that there are songs that you just cannot sing and you shouldn't sing. And, you know, that has got through to the majority of people. You've still got a few idiots. To be honest, their argument is it's the expressions. Can you shut up? For fuck's sake.
You watch what he do.
No,
You watch what he tells you.
Perry, you shut up. Leave it.
He killed your club.
No, shut up.
What's going on right now?
I don't know. Right.
I'll come on camera, fam.
Expressions, seriously.
Hey, let me have
I'm
his
trying to do a preview.
I'm gonna edit this.
Right. Where was I? Just ask
idiots.
ask
Say no,
the question again. We'll start that.
I'm saying, do you think the club are getting fed up with the fans?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I'm getting fed up with it as well. I think everyone is, to be honest. All the people, I just go because I like my club. I don't watch football. People that say, oh, it's just because we're connecting to Tottenham and Tottenham fans say it, so we should be able to say it. There's an argument there, but it's very flimsy. And to be honest, I think the easiest way for everyone to deal with it would just be to stop singing them. Just stop singing those songs. It's literally a case of the limelight is on Chelsea currently, and instead of people saying we're being picked on, irrespective of where we are, if we are or not, you know, it's just a case of we need to understand that the situation we are in is a very delicate one and needs to be handled with respect, and it needs to be handled with the correct mentality. And the mentality at the minute is, you know, it's just a case of shut up. That's it. It's as simple as that. If you wanna do that, do it at home, but don't do it and, you know, tarnish. Well, what the club will see is tarnishing other people. And to be honest, it's just we get the same stuff over and over again, and you know, for it to stop, we need to stop. Or even if we're doing nothing in some people's eyes, it's just don't bother chasing it.
Do you think it's more of a problem at Chelsea than any other club, or do you think it's just being kind of highlighted at Chelsea more?
I think it's been highlighted at Chelsea more. I think there's issues in practically every fan base. I understand why Chelsea have been highlighted. We have form in it. I get all of that. And if stopping us ends up helping to get rid of it all in football, I kind of get it, and I'm fine with that. But yeah, answering the question, I think there's a problem in all sorts of fan bases.
It's a deep-rooted problem in society, not just football. Football is just an easy route for people to put it on. And obviously Chelsea, with their history of the National Front, obviously it's even easier to target. But obviously Tottenham, irrespective of what you say, the bloke threw a banana skin on the pitch. That's racism. You know, you can't just glaze over that as people are at the minute. You know, there's Manchester United. The songs they had about Shinji Kagawa, the songs they had about Ji-sung Park.
All right. Moving on. Just in terms of who you're going to play on Tuesday, Hudson-Odoi going to start?
We has to. We've only got 2 fit wingers. I mean, do you know what? I've spoken a lot. Let Lewis speak.
Yeah, there's only 2 fit wingers. I think he's starting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really add any much of that.
And do you think he's a big threat? You think Spurs should be wary of him?
Yeah, definitely. Hudson-Odoi's shown a lot of talent. The fact that Bayern Munich are even thinking about bidding 40 million for him shows the type of talent that he has. And this could be a blessing in disguise for all the wingers. I'm not saying that I'm happy that they're injured or anything like a lot of Chelsea fans are saying about Willian.
Nah, that's disgraceful. That you can't call yourself a Chelsea fan if you're going to say you hope injury on our players. I mean, you can't do that. I think the biggest thing is, like Lewis saying, it's a blessing in disguise in terms of it offers other players opportunities to play, but it's not fair to say what other people are saying. It's ridiculous, quite frankly.
Do you think Sissoko and Kante, you know, are going to renew their battle that they did on last 2 months ago?
Yeah, and Kante's going to win it this time.
You think so?
Oh, I can only hope so.
You think so?
Kante won it. I'd say Kante was the best player for us on the pitch, and Sissoko wasn't. He was chasing him everywhere. In terms of
You watched the game.
No. Listen. In terms of the overall team performance from Chelsea, yeah, we were shit. But in terms of that battle, in my opinion, I thought Kante won it.
That's an interesting one.
But I can't wait for the comment section on this. Nice one, lads. Have fun.
What's your prediction then?
2-1 to you guys.
2-1 to us. Predicting a loss. Do you ever predict a loss?
Lewis, I don't do predictions normally, but it's kind of a case of the way we're playing. I just think that, and the way you guys play, I haven't seen. Well, obviously we're winning games now. We're playing better, but it's a case of we need to. I haven't seen a specific change in the style. So unless there's a specific change in the style in this game where we can pick it apart and there's a different mentality change, then to be honest, I only see it going one way, and it could be more than 2-1. But it's just kind of a case of we see what happens. Obviously, people are going to say we beat Man City and all of that. Yeah, like I said earlier, we lost to Leicester. We drew 0-0 with Southampton, and the rest of the wins, in my opinion, other than City, have been very unconvincing. So it's just a case of I'm not confident, but you know, we'll see what happens.
What do you reckon, Lewis?
I'm hoping for a 1-1 draw. Just want to nick an away goal and bring it to the bridge. So you guys beat us in April, but we still know your record.
You going to have it out with any Spurs fans after the game?
Nah, because we'll have won. Well, I'll draw. I'll take it.
Still what? Yeah, come on then. No? Come on then.
I'm not talking about that.
All right, I'm going to... Listen, it's going to be a great third video, isn't it?
Yeah, because we'll be winning this time. I hope.
You're hoping not to go viral this time.
Yeah. Last time was too
No. The fact you had to think about that, Lewis.
But I'm thinking them that only put up the ones where we lose.
Yeah, it's true, but people are banging on about it. Don't think about it going viral for a bad reason. We're not AFTV. All due respect to Robbie and the lads over there. They do a great job. But
Not
other than
DT.
that, I'm not commenting on that because I ain't got a problem with him. But, obviously we want the result. And I think 1-1 is hopeful. But I'm just being realistic.
I'm going to...
2-1 loss.
I'm going to go, I think, 2-1. I think you should... I'm giving you more respect than maybe you're due. I think maybe you'll have learned from the 3-1 in November, because we absolutely tore you to shreds that game. And David Luiz was just awful. One of the worst performances I think I've ever seen from a Chelsea defender ever, I think, that performance. It was that bad. I think all 3 goals probably his fault.
We haven't seen the performances, but I'm pretty sure they have been worse. Bear in mind, we were relegated to what the equivalent of the Championship was.
15-16.
Let's not talk about Ivanovic 15.
Any more bad Chelsea performances, do you think?
Yeah, there's been quite a few. I mean, if you really want to know, you should go online and look them up.
But I'm going to go 2-1. What, for 2003? No, not before then.
Yeah, but it's still history, isn't it?
Is it?
5 seconds ago was history. I could
403 we're beating you every game.
Yeah, listen, but at the end of the day, look, I could fart after this has happened and it could go down in history. The butterfly effect could mean that
That's Chelsea's history for you. All right. 2-1 Spurs I'm going for. I'm looking forward to this one. Listen, Wembley, it's going to be a big game. Hopefully we'll take you, but I think it's going to be closer than the one at Wembley. Well, we'll see. All right. Cheers for coming on, lads. Check out 100% Chelsea. Our preview's on their channel as well, so go check it over to them. And as always, come on, you Spurs.